All right, so bear with me, new office, so I'm not sure how this is gonna work. I gotta set up all my lighting, but nevertheless, we are taking a look at the brand new ThruNite TC15, a 2300 lumen new flashlight from ThruNite. I actually got this shipped to me directly from the factory, so I've had it for a while, gotten a chance to play with it, and wanted to show it off to you. So 2300 lumens at the brightest setting, 246 meters, so it's going to be a pretty good mix of spot and flood. Pretty unique design for ThruNite. You can see the knurling's a little bit different here. We've seen that in other companies where they're doing something a little bit different with their lights. No tail clicky on this and no magnetic tail cap, so thankful for that. You can actually put it down in a pocket and not have it grab onto everything else. You've got the XHP35 LED in there, perfectly centered in the reflector there, and then it is USB rechargeable, micro USB. Side mode button with the charging alert and also the battery level status. So when the light is on, it's going to give you a battery status. If it is red, that means you are in the 10 to 20% range, which is probably where I am. I've been using this light quite a bit. If it's blue, that means you're above 20%, and if it's less than 10%, it will be flashing red. Time to charge. Plug it into a micro USB slot, and it will charge up for you. So I like the form factor in this. It is smaller for an 18650 light. You know, they've really slimmed these down to be just the size of the 18650. You've got an IMR 18650 in there capable of that high drain. It does do the 2300 lumens at its brightest, but as we've seen with some of these other lights, it's going to step down rather quickly. This one will step down from 2300 down to 820 lumens after 2 minutes. And at that 820 lumen mark, it'll run for 83 minutes. The high for this light is 1050 lumens, and that's really what you're probably going to use the most in this light on its brightest there. That's going to run for 90 minutes. It goes all the way from 1050 down to 250. I wish there was something in between that mode spacing there, but we go all the way down to 250. That's going to run for 6.5 hours. 25 lumens at 68 hours. And then you have your Moonlight or Firefly that's going to run for like 40 plus days. So very simple operation here. If you hold the light down, that's going to put you into your Moonlight. You really can't even see that there. That's that 1 lumen. I love that. I love the quick access to your Moonlight mode for when you're around the house. You know, you don't have to flip through brightness settings to get to that lowest level there. So you just hold it down to get to that. So depressing the side button instead of holding it down will bring it to its memory mode. It does have memory. It does not have memory in the Firefly mode. So if we go ahead and we put it in Firefly, it's not going to come back to that mode. It will come back to its regular mode that we last had it on. So 25 lumens here. Again, 68 hours on that setting. We hold it down to jump to the different brightness levels. 250 lumens there, runs for 6.5 hours. Then we can jump up to its 1,050 lumens there. That's going to run for 90 minutes, and then you double click, and that puts you into your 2,300 lumens. And you can see it's already stepping down quite quick there because my battery is low. But if you have the battery fully charged, you're going to get 2 minutes before it's going to step down, unless it steps down thermally before that. But I got some decent night shots, and I do like the light overall. Simple operation, so for people that don't like the tail clicky and a mode button, just something simple and straightforward. You can simply turn it on and off. You can set it to the brightness that you're most likely going to use all the time, turn it on and off, and it's going to keep going back to that mode. So that's something that Olight does well, and ThruNite does it well on most of their models as well. Get some close-ups here. You can see ThruNite TC15. You've got the anti-roll bezel there. It does have a fairly flat button, but it is easier than some other lights to find in the dark. And generally, just a quick and easy tip is to put that pocket clip on the opposite of the mode button. So therefore, you can just line it up in your hand, and you know it's going to be right there at your thumb. It does work fairly well with gloves. It does come with the pocket clip. It also does come with a sheath. I believe an extra O-ring and a lanyard, as most do. Of course, it's IPX8 2-meter waterproof and drop resistant. I've dropped this several times on the ground just to make sure that it is going to hold up. We've had a few of these that are USB rechargeable that haven't held up so well. But I'm excited about this new light. It's got a pretty good price point, $59 I believe, or lower. There of course will be a link below to that. It just released, I believe, today or yesterday. Again, I've had this light for some time now, so I really have gotten to play around with it. But you know, great form factor on this light. It's lightweight. I think it's only like 4 ounces, so they're really starting to, you know, shave these down to match just the battery that's inside. We can go ahead and take a look at that. There you got a spring on the back, which is nice. You've got this IMR 18650 light or battery. It does come with the battery as well, 3100 milliamps there. And then you have the inside of the sleeve there. Now when we put the battery back in, there is no rattle to it. It does tighten up quite a bit, and so there is no rattle to that battery, which is nice. You've got your dust protection there for your micro USB port. So pretty simple, pretty straightforward. A great light for those of you that are just looking for just that, a simple and straightforward light. Again, there will be links below to Amazon where you guys can pick one of these up for yourselves. Hope you guys enjoyed the video today. Again, I apologize. I'm working on the office, working on the lighting, working on the cameras now that I've got my my office finished. So hopefully we can get that improved for future videos. As always, guys, I appreciate it when you give me a thumbs up and share this video to any friends or family on your social media. Make sure you leave me a comment below, and if you haven't already done so, click that red subscribe button and that notification bell to be notified of new videos.